Good morning. I'm Dr. Brent Hulsebus, chiropractor here in Rockford, Illinois. This is our segment called Ask the Chiropractor. And on Ask the Chiropractor, what happens a lot is you'll see people talk about chiropractic or get involved in chiropractic, and then they will tell you to check with their family doctor or your primary health care provider first. And as chiropractors, we are primary health care providers, at least we are in the state of Illinois. And that being said, is that if you have a question about dentistry, I recommend you ask a dentist. If you have a question about medicine, I recommend you ask a medical doctor. If you have a question about physical therapy, you should ask a physical therapist. So if you have a question about chiropractic, ask the chiropractor. That's what this segment is. And so one of the things that we've been asked a lot is, hey, doctor, recently I've lost my sense of taste. When I go to eat food, it doesn't taste the same. For censorship reasons, I'm not going to tell you why they lost their sense of taste, but if you watch anything or know what's going on in the world in 2022, you know why they did. So, but let's talk about that. So, taste is part of a neurology thing, and as chiropractors, a lot of people think we're back doctors, but in reality, we're more about looking at the nervous system, how the nervous system works. We often say you can't be in a state of repair and crisis at the same time. So if you're under stress, you can't be in a state of repair and maintenance. So as chiropractors, we look at your nervous system and we try to keep you in a state of repair and maintenance and out of a state of stress. So when someone loses their sense of taste, that has something to do with the neurological system. So what can we do? Well, as chiropractors, we always look at your upper cervical area, top part of your neck. That's the area that innervates those areas. So if you come in here and we look at those areas and we see something there, we adjust that. Now, will that get back your sense of taste? No, we have lots of patients that come in and get adjusted and still haven't got their taste back. So I don't want to say that's the end all be all. And by the way, everything I'm going to recommend here are just suggestions. They're not cures. They're not solutions. They're just things that we've learned about, read about, and studied about, and asked other doctors about, and came up with some ideas that we're just sharing. So please don't misread this as I've come up with a solution to this. I found some things that some people have reported they've had success with. So I just wanted to share those things. The first one I wanted to share with you is this one right here. It's called Complete Neuro. And what Complete Neuro is, more than just the bottle, but really what it is, it's turmeric and resveratrol. So what are those? Those are neurological antioxidants. The turmeric, we've all heard of that one. Resveratrol, that's the one that's found in red wine. Now, before you go out and buy a bottle of red wine, you need 100 milligrams of resveratrol to work. And to get 100 milligrams, you'd have to drink about 70 bottles of high quality red wine. So I'm not recommending the red wine. I'm recommending the supplement. And you can find these anywhere. So it's 200 milligrams of turmeric, 100 milligrams of resveratrol. I'm a big fan of those because they will flush and clean your neurons. So they go in and they wipe all the inflammation and toxicity out of your neurons. See, inside your neurons, you have a thing called mitochondria, and that's where all the reactions take place. And a lot of times those get bogged down and they don't function as well. And so when you take stuff like this and you flush them clean, you help them work and perform better. So if you've lost your sense of taste, something just by going in and using these two will go in there and help flush and clean them. And again, I've had a couple of patients come back and say, hey, you know what? I tried those and I started to taste a couple of things a little bit better. But not everyone. So that's not a solution or a cure for everybody. The other one here we talk about is I have this here is called Complete AG, but what this one has in it is biotin and alpha lymphatic acid. Now, I have read reports online that says this is not working. I've read reports online that says this does work. So what that means, so I learned a long time ago that some people say it does work, some people say it doesn't work. That means it works for some people, it doesn't work for others, and they're not 100% sure why. So you might see a report on the newspaper tell you don't take this. It will definitely not bring back your sense of taste. It will not bring back your sense of smell. Other people are swearing by it. So I'm just letting you know that if you're frustrated and you haven't had your taste for a long time, maybe you want to give it a try. So those two things that I actually have here available in our store. So if you want those, get them from me. You don't have to. If you go to my supplement list, you'll see on my website at rockforddc.com. You'll see my wellness notes. On my wellness notes, you'll see my supplement list. And these are both on, all of these are on the supplement list, and you'll see the exact amounts I recommend you take every day. And just take that to a good health food store and say, this is the supplements I need to get. And they'll find them for you. So what does this other one do? This is also a really potent neurologic antioxidant that goes in there and cleans those neurons, gets them working real good for you, and it flushes them out, gets rid of all the toxicity, and helps them heal and repair. And of the two, I've had better luck with the second one more than the first one. But Just wanted to share them both with you because I've had patients come back. Different patients tell me different things. Some of them, the first one worked great on. Some of them, the second one worked great on. So you want to try them out. Again, they didn't work for everybody, but they definitely help some people. So if you're one of those people that's very frustrated, that's one direction I would start. Another thing, I talked to, we're the Ice Hogs team, chiropractors over here. We work with the hockey team. And during the games, we have a little room of all just the physicians in the room. And that's one of the topics we talked about. One of the last Ice Hog games I covered is, what do you tell patients that lose their sense of taste? Well, one of the other doctors in the room, and I'll let him take credit for this if he wants to, but he suggested these right here. They're called M berries. Now, what about M berries? M berries, these are the freeze dried ones. You can get them as I ordered them online. I just typed in M berry and I found them. Let me try to turn it just right so you can see it. There you go. So it's called M berry. For those of you listening, it's just an M with a berry next to it. That's all it's called. And it says to make life sweeter. So what these are is these berries here that you chew them up, and there's a seed in there, and the seed's about the size of an apple seed, like if you bought an apple. You spit it out and you chew these up for about 30 to 40 seconds, and then you can go ahead and digest it. After that, foods taste different. It's really weird. I've tried a couple of them. I've had some lunch and dinner with them, and things just taste a little bit different. I've seen YouTube videos where kids are eating these and then they're eating lemons like they're candy. I've seen YouTube videos where kids are eating these and then they're eating jalapenos like they're no big deal. So what do these do? Well, these definitely create some type of something in them, definitely create some type of taste bud stimulation to alter your taste buds and make them behave differently. Now, I don't know exactly the science behind all of these. It's a berry, I believe it's from Asia. And yeah, you just eat one before your meal, and it's supposed to last 20 to 40 minutes. This physician friend of mine told me he was giving them to patients that are going through chemo and radiation and had problems with their taste afterwards, and they had some mild success with them. So I will share it with you. Like I said, I don't know the cure for this stuff, but I ask a lot of questions, and I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of good people that ask questions too. So as I go around and ask those questions, I want to come back to you and share with you what I've learned. So let's recap here real quick as we're getting near the end of our time together. The first thing is, as a chiropractor, I always look at your upper neck. If your upper neck's misaligned, you limit your healing potential. So we try to remove that first. Then secondly, I recommend what we call the complete neuro, but it's resveratrol and turmeric. And I'm a huge fan of those two. 200 milligrams of the turmeric, 100 milligrams of resveratrol. And I keep them in the fridge. That way they stay oxidized and stay good. But I recommend doing those. Do one in the morning and one in the afternoon if you buy them separate. The other one that people have had success with is this biotin and this alpha lymphatic acid. And I mispronounce things all the time. And I apologize for that. But big fan of these two. I've had a lot of patients claim success with that. I've had some patients claim failure with it too. So I'm just telling you, if you want to try different things, these are things to try. Again, I'm not promising a solution. I'm just giving you things that other people have tried off of my recommendations. And lastly, my friend's recommendation, M-berry. Like I said, I bought some. I just wanted to try them out. I'm a kind of a nerd like that. But it's supposed to change the way food tastes. I haven't tried the whole jalapeno thing yet, like the kids do on the internet, or lemon thing that kids do on the internet. But I tried them out. They're actually called miracle berries. I don't know if that's really their technical name, but that's what they're called. So there you have it. What I recommend you do if you lose your taste or smell, things to try, not a cure, but things to try. Hopefully these things help you if you've been frustrated. If you have a question, you want to leave a comment below, we'll get back to you. If you have problems finding these supplements, let us know too. Two of them here, like I said, I actually offer here in the office. You just go into our online store at rockforddc.com. You'll see the shop. We can pick it up here at the clinic. Other than that, I hope everyone finds this video in good taste. And we'll talk to you real soon. And thanks for listening. If you have a question that you'd like to have a chiropractor answer, go ahead and ask it below. We'll get back to you and we'll answer your questions. Remember, if you have a question for the chiropractor, ask a chiropractor. That's what this podcast is all about. Thank you very much.